I could take your girl right now, you little, I mean, all kinds of stuff. And this chick is just sitting there listening to it. She's not backing her man up.
Mm-hmm.
She's not saying
wow.
nothing. Yeah, like I understand that it's not your fight, and maybe you're a little timid or whatever, but that's your man, and there's another dude talking smack about taking you from his man, and the dude's like really ripping him apart, man, like a verbal beatdown. Just completely.
Was she digging it or what?
I don't know. I mean, she didn't look like she was.
She probably was like an insecure bitch.
Either that or her boyfriend treats her like shit, and she's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna let this roll."
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, man. If I was like that, if I was in that situation and my girl didn't pipe up or say something or what, just like have my back, I'm not worried about that. My girl would, but man, I'm sorry, but maybe that's your girl now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like move along.
Like you're talking about taking my
She probably
girlfriend.
just liked the fucking attention is what it was.
Huh.
Like another man loves me.
I must be pretty.
He loves me like Daddy did.
It was brutal.
Oh, God.
And then the dude still didn't go after the guy and like I'm sorry, but you bring my girlfriend into it right in front of me.
Dude, I'd bust his face up.
We're going.
I'd bust his face up,
There's
man.
no more talking.
So that's kind of crazy. That's a good segue.
But I think that relationships are so weird now. Like it's very strange the dynamic that I see between couples. And Jessica, you're recently in a new relationship, is that right?
No, that is a lie on Facebook to keep creepers away.
Oh.
She's like, I don't think my boyfriend was
I
like
am not
that.
in a relationship.
Oh.
But if I were, I would absolutely fucking stick up for a man. Are you kidding me? I mean, that's just fucking... I mean, if you're with somebody, I mean, you gotta respect them enough to fucking stand up for them. I mean, Jesus.
Are you day drinking?
No, but I wish I was.
That was a very long pause.
That was a solid 2 seconds of nothingness.
She had to scratch her. No.
Is that Ryan guy with you, just kind of like feeding you shots on the side? Is that what's happening?
No, he is not feeding me shots on the side.
Don't tell me they're
It's
fucking
right,
E shots. I don't want to hear that bullshit.
So really, what is the purpose of
No,
that?
I'm out of these shots. Fuck you for bringing that up.
So on Facebook, you lied and said that you were taken. So what if the right guy comes along and goes, you know what? I'm not even going to approach it because
Not even gonna bother.
she's taken.
Because I'm not going to fucking meet somebody on Facebook, bro.
Oh, I doubt that.
People do it all the
I'm
time.
willing to place a 5 on that.
Yeah, fucking weirdo.
I got 5 on it.
No thanks. I got 5 fingers on it.
Trust me, we felt it a minute ago.
That should cover it.
Listen, I would rather lie on Facebook and have the fucking dick pic stop and have the creepers fucking stop than, if that's really the right guy, well, it'll happen regardless.
Do you really get guys sending you pictures of their junk?
Oh, my God, I've seen so many dicks in the past couple months. It's unreal.
Wow. I didn't know that guys actually,
Do they still do that?
That's insane.
Oh, yeah.
Do they not understand that
You know,
over Facebook, like all that shit is like categorized and it's
like stored somewhere.
Yeah.
I could call them out on Facebook. But no, literally, it'll be a first message, and it's, hey, baby, don't you want to touch this? Or, ooh, I really want you to touch it. Or, I'm just,
Okay.
really? I mean,
you're like looking at an anaconda or something. It's just like, I don't want anything to do with that thing.
I'm like, my fingers are longer than your dick, so I'm good.
Yeah. That's not really hard to do, though, I don't
Yeah,
think. Judging by the size of your
if you're rolling like that, most men are just gonna just be really, really unhappy. We hold on one second.
Okay, so
we have a spectator in the room.
He just walked in. So my little guy Lucian is with me today, and he was out in the hallway finishing up his homework, and now he's in the studio. So
okay, so no more.
The topic has changed.
Yes, yes, and he can't put on the headphones yet, so he's just going to have to listen to what's happening right now. But so we are going to move on. But the good transition to this. Well, it was a good transition, and then it transitioned to something else, and now we're going to transition back to the first transition. Okay,
thanks for breaking it down as a transition.
Right. Segue.
How are you going to segue out of that now?
Well, this is how I'm segueing it. Okay, going back to fighting and your story from this morning. And, yeah, you can go ahead, bud.
You want to say hi?
Welcome, Lucian. Oh, you turned mine off, dude.
Oh.
You turned mine. There you go.
That's what I meant.
There. Hello. Hold on. Let's turn it upside down. Bring it closer to you. Say hello.
Hello, world.
Okay, let me turn you up a little bit. Do it again.
Hello, world.
Hello, world.
He's got such a tiny little
So,
voice.
we are in the presence of a young man that is wiser beyond his young years. And so I think this is going to be a good concept for him. We're going to be talking about MMA fighters. And you don't even have to be an MMA fighter, like an actual participant in the cage, but someone that's been trained jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, anything along the lines. Your mom, Mike, actually brought it up. Or actually, no, it was your cousin. Was it your cousin?
I don't know. Tell me what you're talking about. No.
She's like, I think it was Alicia's sister. Brought it up. Anyway.
Amber.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Talking about the abuse that's going on with some of the MMA fighters in the communities and how it's, did you not see that?
No. What's going on?
Well, I think you commented on it, man.
Well, refresh my memory because I've been hitting the head a lot.
Okay, so the War Machine,
okay.
I can't even remember his name because he's so insignificant, it doesn't even matter.
The guy that beat the hell out of his porn star wife.
Yeah.
Or girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah. And then there's a new guy that I'm going to have to look it up and try to see so I don't say something stupid. But, I mean, there was recently another guy that did the same thing that was training – in my quotation marks are going up right now. MMA, you like that? Double quotes.
My Nixons.
I can't see.
So imagine it. If you put your two fingers up,
oh my God,
we'll see you.
Oh.
Can you see what I'm doing right now?
You're flipping me off. You better shut up. Oh, see, she was. Yeah. See, I got this.
I was. I absolutely was.
All right. So anyway, so the abuse that's going on with these so-called trained fighters using their training to go against either their female companions or just being a complete douchebag in a bar or out in public. Either way. So that's what Amber was talking about. And
what do you mean using their training? I mean, as far as because a man who's not trained in MMA could do the same thing. But what do you mean using the training?
Well, first off, and yes, there's no excuse whether you're trained or not to ever put your hands on a female. That just shouldn't happen. I mean, I believe in defending yourself. If you're getting your ass kicked by a woman and she's coming at you and doing things like that, then yeah, you have a right to defend yourself. Get away from her. But never should. Yeah, these guys like War Machine. I saw the pictures of her after that, and I haven't seen this new.
Yeah, she
story.
was busted.
She was beat the hell up. I mean, he didn't just
porn star, no porn star.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's a female. But I think the big difference is the danger level. I mean, when you have a trained fighter that is skilled at punching correctly, things like that. I mean, it just causes a lot more damage, and it's far more dangerous. So I think that's the difference, and that's why we're kind of bringing it up that these fighters are doing it. But go ahead, Drew.
No, I mean that's the same thing, and Jessica, we talked about it just a little bit earlier, and I think one of the things that you brought up, and we're going to go back into the MMA thing too, but one of the things that you brought up is, which I thought was kind of funny, is a female abusing a man.
It happens. It happens a lot more than they talk about. Absolutely.
Yeah, and I've actually known people that were getting abused by their girlfriends or their wives or whatever,
because they're at that point where they don't want to fight back because
I mean, well, and not only that, person. Because you know.
Go ahead.
What sucks about that is if you do have a female that is, abusing her significant other. I mean, what sucks about that is the guy is so fucking afraid that if he defends himself because of just the mere fact that he's the male in the situation and that he's going to be the one charged with domestic violence, not her. You know what I'm saying? Where they feel like the law is going to favor the female. I mean, people don't think about shit like that, but it's true. I mean, it's true. I mean, first of all, get the fuck out of the truck. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Everybody's in the room.
He lives with me. He's heard a lot of language. It's okay.
I said truck.
He hears it. He doesn't say it.
Right.
Yeah, those are naughty words, but anyways, I mean, get out of the relationship first of all. I mean, that's what I would say to anybody. But yeah, no, it's really not talked about the abuse from female to male.
Well, and I think that a lot of it has to do with the male ego too. I mean, I'm not going to call. I've been in relationships where I've actually been in a verbal argument and pissed her off so badly that she kicked me or threw punches at me or slapped me or whatever the case may be. Not my current girlfriend, but
She could.
But I've been. Well, yeah, she's a trained fighter as well. But anyway, yeah, and so I've been in that situation. And you walk away, and if you can't walk away, then you might have to shove your way out or whatever the case may be. But you can still get out. You don't have to beat the hell out of somebody.
What is the point?
It's unacceptable, but
where is the point, Jessica? I mean, just because you're a female, and as I'm looking Mike into the eyes while I say this, what is the point, or where is the point where a man should do something to defend himself in terms of being aggressive, mainly just to save himself? I mean, is there a point? Because
to me, I'm not a hitter. I've never hit someone I've been with. But I mean, if she's shoving him, hitting him, throwing things at him, and he's not able to walk away, and he's verbally expressed, "I need you to stop," and she doesn't, then to me, I mean, now granted, don't beat her to a bloody pulp. That's not acceptable. But, so you have to physically set her aside and then get out. I mean, do it. I mean, it's just, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, that's my opinion.
And
I'm sure it's not.
And we can talk about at what point is it okay and what point is this okay. But the bottom line, obviously, and it should be obvious to anybody who has any goddamn common sense, is that neither one should be laying hands on each other. There's verbal abuse as well, and you can really destroy somebody with words almost more than you can physically. And if your relationship is at that point, like if you're in that kind of relationship,
you should get the fuck.
Yeah.
You have to get out.
And I know
because I love your face so much, but I have to go.
Right. And I know females that have been in highly abusive relationships, like that were scared out of their minds to leave because the fear of the retaliation for just leaving, that he's going to find me, he's going to hurt me, he's going to kill me, he's going to do whatever if I leave. But the truth of the matter is, this guy, I guarantee you, if he's beating women, he is not the toughest son of a bitch in the world.
Right.
And there is
he wasn't a good fighter to begin with.
Right. And there is somebody out there that can help you, that can get you away. And if you need help, just set that fear aside and even if you have 1 ounce of bravery left, get the fuck out.
Quickly.
It's either do that or die.
Yeah.
I mean, really, because if it's to that point, I mean, it's just a matter of time. Hey, I love y'all, but I have to go. We just got to our destination.
Well,
can you point to it? Can you point to it from there?
Can you show us where you're going?
Oh, there you are. Okay. Yep, she's there.
Well, you've reached your destination.
All right.
Why don't you thank Fingers McGee for being on the show there, Lucian?
Wait, what's her name?
Fingers McGee.
No.
Say it. Say it.
Don't listen to your father.
Say it.
Do not.
Say it.
Wait, wasn't it originally like double agent something?
Right, which is code word for
That's
Fingers
my
McGee.
boy, yes.
Double agent Fingers McGee.
Yeah.
Bye, Jessica.
He's so polite.
He is.
This guy.
He's such a gentleman.
I love him.
Yeah.
He's my new favorite.
We can't convince him otherwise. All right, we'll talk to you later. We'll see you next week.
See you, Fingers.
All right. Love y'all.
Okay.
Bye.
Hey, we're number one.
You're number one. So anyway, yeah. So War Machine, all those guys that are doing that, they're just piles of junk, as far as I'm concerned. So
you can just turn it down.
That one?
Nope.
This one.
Yep. There we go.
Boom.
Just so no feedback. But yeah, man. I mean, honestly, and I know you well enough to understand a few things. And one of those things is if you ever saw someone doing something nasty like that, like beating a woman, like if you're just in a parking lot. And it's one thing like what you dealt with